It does appear the South Korean economy is going to face some serious headwinds for the foreseeable future. That's the assessment of the country's finance ministry. For the first time this year, the ministry on Friday expressed concerns about an economic slowdown due to soaring inflation and financial turmoil around the world. Eum Ji-young has more.
Growing uncertainties from home and abroad pose threats to the South Korean economy. Numbers from the Finance Ministry's Economic Greenbook on Friday show the local economy's recovery might be losing steam.
Amid the soaring inflation and the worsening economic situation abroad, there are concerns over economic slowdown. The country's recovery in exports and investment may weaken.
Export growth slowed as well. In May, average daily exports grew about 11% on year, while in April that figure grew by some 15% compared to a year before. April's balance of trade also saw a deficit of $80 million as import prices of commodities surged amid the war in Ukraine. Adding fuel to the fire, rising prices of commodities and energy led South Korea's consumer price index last month to rise at the fastest clip since the 2008 global financial crisis. The government drastically raised this year's inflation outlook to a 14-year high of 4.7% from its 2.2% estimate in December. Economic growth forecast was also slashed to 2.6% from an earlier projection of 3.1%. One expert says the growth depends on the global economic recovery.
If the slowdown becomes more global, then Korean slowdown will become worse. It entirely depends on what happens with Korean exports. It's the foreigners who buy Korean exports. So no matter what Koreans do, if the foreigners do not have the money to buy Korean goods, Korean exports will go down. So it really depends on the condition of the global economy.
But a silver lining came in the form of job numbers and the service sector. The Greenbook pointed to improvements in employment data with around 28 million people being employed in May, a 3.4% increase from the same period last year. And thanks to the lifting of social distancing measures, the service sector showed signs of recovery as well. The government plans to implement new economic policies to stabilize consumer prices and overcome low economic growth. Eum Ji-young, Arirang News.